Comes outside and asks for a paternity test. Talking about, can I take a shower and eat?
What? My ick is when you ask me how much the baby weighs and it's still in your hands.
Dad comes outside and asks for a paternity test right outside the room door.
Saying you don't want any pain medicine, no epidural, but you are at an 8 out of 10 pain with just a Cervidil, and you're still closed, fingertip.
When we've already told you to push a call light, but every 5 minutes, your family member coming at the front desk asking for something else.
Excuse me, can I have a blanket?
Another ick, when you're going room to room between one baby mama and your other baby mama.
Oh, no.
Ick. Say that.
It's the unlimited trips to the nurse's station for me.
Welcome back to my channel, Mother Suckers. Hey, so if you have not heard about what's going on at Emory, several labor and delivery nurses at the Emory University Hospital in Midtown Atlanta have been fired after joining in the ick trend on TikTok, mocking maternity patients and families. So after their icks went viral, several women, Black women, shared horrific labor and delivery experiences at this exact hospital, and some even recognized the nurses in the video.
That second nurse, Karma's. I would never forget your face. My son will never forget your face. You was there when we asked so many questions on how my son passed away, and you played it off. Y'all all played it off, and 2 of y'all are in that video. And Karma is a 2 down, 3 to go. Y'all are finally being held accountable. Like, it's so much that y'all did wrong, and yeah, it's time for me to take that next step, because this just pushed me. Oh, I was willing to forgive and move on, but that video right there, y'all energy, it's so much y'all did.
So the hospital that these women worked at, I delivered my daughter. And if you scroll on my TikTok, down, I talk about on more than one video, on more than one occasion, about my delivery experience there with the nurses and the doctor. I was also forced to get induced, which is funny because her video starts off about her icks about women in inductions. I was given fentanyl. I did not know it was fentanyl. When I told the nurse that I was ready to give birth and I can feel the baby, they told me no, that they've been doing this for years and that's not what I was feeling. My daughter was literally ready to come out. I had to call another nurse to come in. She put her hand up in my vagina. She said, "Oh, I feel the head. You're ready." I have talked about how traumatizing my labor and delivery have been, to find out that these are the nurses, not specifically the nurses that were in my delivery room, because honest to goodness, I kind of can't remember their names. I'll have to look back on the paperwork. But to find out that this is the same hospital, yo, what is the coincidence? And I kept saying, like, I will never deliver at that hospital again. I will never, like, if I ever have another child in Atlanta, I would never deliver there again. And to find out that these women are nurses there, Lord have mercy, tell me, that is a hell of a coincidence, no?
So there's a million reasons why I don't want more kids, but this is just one that I'll just bring up. I was induced, and if you know anyone that's been induced, the pain they will tell you is indescribable. It's awful, especially if you were induced and you realize that you did not need to be induced. I realized after that I probably didn't need it. I wish that I did more research. I wish that I asked more questions, but I didn't, unfortunately. I had a terrible labor. My nurses did not listen to me. When my daughter was ready to come out, I literally could put my hand in my vagina and feel her. And just 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes prior, I kept telling them, like, I think I'm ready to push. I think my baby's ready to come here. And you would not believe how they treated me. One nurse went on to tell me that she knows her job because she's been doing it longer than I have been alive. When I talked about the amount of pain I was in, they told me that they would help me get, because at that point I had already had my my epidural. I'm sorry, my mom brain is like out of this world. I already have my epidural, so when you have your epidural, your legs and stuff, they're numb. So she's like, well, I'll just move you over to the side. And I kept telling her, I'm like, look, I feel like a baby is coming. And the way they just kept brushing me off, like I don't know my own body, was ridiculous.
Someone also shared that she had her child there and they coerced her into a C-section and completely disregarded her when she discussed her pain with them the entire time. She says she went into labor and after delivery and recovery, they only allowed her 8 milligrams, I believe, of ibuprofen. After a C-section, her baby died. Emory University Hospital recently issued a statement to the community saying, Emory Healthcare is committed to providing empathetic, high-quality care to our community, and our patients come first. We are aware of a TikTok video that included disrespectful and unprofessional comments about maternity patients at Emory University Hospital Midtown. We have investigated the situation and taken appropriate actions with the former employees responsible for the video. This video does not represent our commitment to patient and family-centered care and falls far short of the values and standards we expect every member of our team to hold and demonstrate. At no time should our patients ever feel they are not being treated with care and respect. Every patient at Emory Healthcare deserves to be cared for by a compassionate, experienced team in a comfortable and safe environment. Emory said, not on our watch. Now, some people are saying, oh, everyone complains about their job. It wasn't that big of a deal. Some of the things that they said were true, that patients can be annoying. But the majority of the people I see saying this are either A, not women, B, not Black, or C, they work in the medical field and have probably said this or done this to patients themselves. But what a lot of these non-smart nurses fail to realize is that you represent a business.